Well, it's time. I thought we'd be able to milk Rodgers for another 4 or 5 years. Even though he's a systems quarterback, the infamous video I made years ago claiming he's a systems quarterback, which he is, I thought we would make him at least milk him 4 or 5 more years, but it's evident right now Aaron Rodgers is afraid to turn the ball over in the red zone situation. Therefore, we're coming up with field goals instead of touchdowns. It's time to turn the reins over to Ricky Hundley, or I'm sorry, Brett Hundley. Ricky Hundley was a linebacker for the Denver Broncos, New Orleans Saints years ago. It's time to turn the ball over to Brett Hundley. Brett Hundley played better than the preseason, and at this juncture of all junctures beforehand and afterhand, the way Aaron Rodgers is playing, it's time to turn the page, move on from him. I thought we'd milk 4 or 5 years out. Can't do it. He hasn't played good, honestly, when you think about it. Him and that fat fucking slob coach McCarthy, think about this. Since the Steelers Super Bowl, what has he fucking done? Put up a few numbers here and there, choked in the regular season, or choked in the playoffs. It's time to move on. As a Packer fan from 1973 on, I'm fed up with Aaron fucking Rodgers. And to think one time I thought Aaron Rodgers was the equivalent, if not better, than fucking Brett fucking Favre. Boy, was I a dumbass. So I think it's time to move on to Brett Hundley. Brett, will you take this ball and get us to the playoffs? Because the way the Minnesota Vikings are, think about this. We're not even favorites no more in our division because of fucking Aaron Rodgers. The Minnesota Vikings are our daddies. Think about that. Albeit, Rodgers is a systems quarterback. That may be true, and it is true. But it's time to move on from that systems quarterback. And Brett Hundley. Believe me, Ricky Hundley's a great linebacker in the Broncos in the 80s and 90s, but Brett Hundley is a great talent. And I believe under the tutelage of Fat McCarthy, because I'm sure him and Ricky Hundley or Brett Hundley ate some linguine together, I'm sure under the tutelage of Mike McCarthy that we can get something going on. And I believe in Brett Hundley over fucking Aaron Systems quarterback Rodgers. Because at this juncture, Aaron Rodgers is a fucking systems quarterback. And Brett Hundley is going to win us a fucking Super Bowl. That's the only chance we have against Mike Zimmer's fucking defense. A mobile quarterback. And I know you're saying Aaron Rodgers is not mobile, but he's scared to run the ball anymore. He's scared of everything. He's scared to turn the ball over. So, Packer fans, I know you're with me on this one. Turn the page from Aaron Rodgers to Ricky Hundley. Brett Hundley. Systems quarterback no more. Brett Hundley, number 1.